The home was on the market for 16 hours. And I said, I
16
know this thing is going to go.
Sell.
And I'm like, I really want to see this house, to my realtor. I really want to see this house. And he calls me within like the hour. He's like, yeah, it already has an offer on it. I'm like, of course it does. Because it's perfect. It was perfectly priced. It had a girl's room that was pink, a boy's room that's blue, another room for play, master bedroom, master bath, bathtub for the kids,
Right.
and for their own separate bathroom downstairs, garage. It had every single thing that we absolutely wanted. And not a huge backyard because Steve will not mow. Steve doesn't really mow. We didn't want anything huge because, you know, the bigger the things are, the more responsibility. So we're like, okay. So we put an offer in. Then they came back with an offer. And then they're like, okay, give us your best and highest offer. I'm like, oh, Lord, I don't want to do this. Either I'm not going to get it or we're just going to go broke. So eventually we did get it. And it's a great deal. So we're really excited. We're going to go broke in the end. But
When do they think closing will be?
Closing is May 8th.
Okay.
So it's February 29th, leap year. And
That's plenty of time,
so we've got a lot of time. But the problem is our closing date on our house is April 10th. So we're going to be homeless for 4 weeks.
Oh, my gosh.
It's like, I laugh because, you know, it's...
God's going to work it out. It's going to be fine.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll find...
family. Like, you'll just work it out. Or you just live at the studio.
Exactly. We got a shower somewhere here.
It'll work out.
It'll be fine. You know, those things you got to trust God for, and things don't always work out perfectly, and you just got to find a way around them, you know?
Yeah. But you're going to feel so good when it's done and you're moved and you're settled. And you have a couple months to really get settled before the baby.
Yeah.
You know, that's really, really good too.
Yeah. So the baby's due in July, so I'll have a few months there. But yeah, we're excited. New baby, new home. I mean, we've been wanting this for a very, very long time. Steve's been in that tiny town home for 20 years. And it's served its purpose. And sometimes you just have to move on, and change is good. And it'll be a really good move.
I know. It'll be great.
Yeah.
So your gender reveal was not long ago. How did you feel when you found out that it was a girl?
You know what? I knew. I
kept saying that it was a girl from the get-go.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a girl.
Everybody, and my husband has a sense with these things. Like, I don't know why, but the Lord speaks to him on these things.
So bizarre. But what God does is what God does.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It was weird.
That's like, I have a sense when people are pregnant, like, no joke. I'm like, that person is definitely pregnant.
My sister has the same.
So weird.
Sense. Yeah, it's really weird.
But, so, what were your feelings?
I really had prayed for another boy, because I think when you have one gender, like, you get used to that gender, plus all the clothes, and it's just easier to have the same gender. But I just knew it was a girl. Like, I know this is a girl because of all the emotions and the sickness. Like, I just felt like I was, you know, forgive me, PMSing.
All the time.
All the time. I was just crying. I'm like, there's no way this is a boy. Like, the boy wouldn't produce these type of hormones, and just feeling extra girl.
Right.
And so when we popped the balloon, it was just confirmed all of our all of our suspicions. My dad was set on having another grandson, which of course he would love. But my mom was so funny.
Oh my gosh, your mom was the best.
So excited.
I've never seen a woman react that way. It was like it was her gender reveal.
Yeah, it was like hers.
She was so pumped, and then she could not contain it. Like, she had to, like, I couldn't be there because of the stupid surgery.
Yes, poor Julie was
So I
hurting.
was watching it live, and I was just watching Dez's mom. It was so cute. She was just so emotional.
It was so funny.
And she just kept hugging everybody and talking about it.
Cute.
And it was just
I
so
wish
cute.
everybody had saw what I saw, because I turned to her because I knew she was going to be so excited. And she had this like running start, and where she couldn't quite run up to me first because like her feet were going, but they weren't running yet.
Aww.
And she was just so happy and screaming. So if you want to check out the live, you
Is
can
this
do
the
that
first grandbaby
on my
girl?
personal page. Yeah.
See?
Yes.
Can you imagine your mom?
I know
She's going to cry so much when she holds that baby for the first time.
Yes, thank God. Finally.
You know.
Yeah, every single one has been a boy. Like my sister Jamie was going to have a boy. Jade had James, and then I had Tristan. So like every single gender reveal was like, oh.
We only have granddaughters in my
Yeah,
family.
that's how it was for us
Yeah.
in that generation. It was
Yeah, we have
all
5
granddaughters.
granddaughters.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah, and then it's just
and I can't even
turns
imagine if I had a boy. Like, I really can't. I can't imagine.
I can't imagine
like
you
how
having a
you
girl.
feel.
Yeah.
Like how you were like, I'm praying this is a son, because all the consistencies and everything. And you're a boy mom, so you're like, oh, I can handle another boy.
Yeah.
You're like, what the heck am I gonna do? And if it's not, that's how I felt. Like when I was pregnant with Harper, I just figured it was a girl because that's who I am. But
Very girly.
I kept thinking, like, what if this is a boy? Like, can I be a boy mom? Like, can I handle that?
You totally could.
I just can't even imagine it.
They're crazy.
Because I have 3 girls and they're crazy,
Well, yeah, I think girls can be just as aggressive.
It's just very different.
Yeah.
It's very, very different. Like, boys are really busy and they're constant and like playing nonstop, and girls are just super emotional, and it's like a roller coaster.
Ooh, can't wait.
But
both have their ups and downs.
But honestly, I love being a girl mom. I'm happy doing it. Like, it's funny because Tori is super laid back and not at all like overly girly. She just isn't. That's just not her personality. And I love that about her. And Lily is like she's definitely girly, but like also has the attitude of kind of like, whatever, this is who I am, which I'm grateful that I've raised them to be those type of girls. I want them to be able to be their true selves. And Harper is so Brock.
Oh my gosh, she looks like Brock.
She looks like him. She has like his personality. It's so funny.
Much.
And she is like a little sponge. She's very smart. She shouts off like little facts and figures about things, but she's very on the move. Like, she's playing, she's rough, she's all over the place. So she definitely is. It's so funny. She's him to a T. Yeah. It's so crazy.
Little tomboy.
I'm always like, what do you think you have for me?
Yeah.
And then I lay back and I'm like, I just gave them all anxiety. It's like,
oh no, you didn't.
I know.
No,
but
you
somebody
didn't.
a couple weeks ago was like, Harper has your eyes. I'm like, does she?
Doesn't she have darker eyes?
She does, but I guess they meant like the eye shape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she has brown eyes. Lily and Tori have blue.
Yeah, I love blue eyes. I can't believe Tristan has blue eyes. It's
I know,
crazy
it's funny
because it's a recessive.
So
gene.
my dad has brown eyes and my mom has blue.
Okay.
And I have blue eyes. My brother has hazel eyes and my sister has brown eyes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's weird.
So weird.
I think the girl will have brown eyes.
I think she will too. I feel like she's gonna look so much like you.
Do you think so? Okay.
I can't wait for it. I feel like she's gonna be born with a lot of hair.
Yes, lots of hair
and a lot of eyelashes.
Yeah,
because that's how Harper was too. And I feel like Harper's gonna be similar to how this baby is. You don't have to tell anybody, but did you think of any names?
I did. And Steve and we did decide on one name, but I'm kind of still up in the air. Because I just kind of want to let it.
I think you should let it
marinate.
Yeah.
And
or like have a couple.
That's
and when
what
you
I do.
see her, you're gonna really look at her and you're gonna be like, or none of them.
Or
like,
none of
she's
them.
none of these names. You're like hysterically crying because you just had a baby and your hormones out of whack. You're like, she doesn't look like any of those names.
I'm too tired to decide.
And I'll come in and be like, guys, I brought the baby naming book. Let me just look at her really quick.
That'll probably be what happens.
I'm excited to hold her though.
Yeah, I have a few options. With Tristan, it was just Tristan.
Sometimes you just have a name.
Yeah,
Harper was hard. It took a.
Did it?
It was a lot of back and forth.
What were your other choices?
I mean, I really wanted Stella. I wanted to name her Stella Monroe, but I didn't.
That's
obviously.
my GoPro. Sorry.
And I thought about Monroe as a first name.
Oh, that's pretty.
Penny I really liked. Poppy I really liked. Like, obviously, like, I feel like you can look at me and know the kind of names that I would choose. In hindsight, I feel like I also would have loved to name her Elsie. That's my grandmom's name, and I feel like that would have been a good name to use. But Brock really loved the name Harper. He really loved the name Quinn, and we both kind of just fell in love with that together, and it worked out. We almost named her Quinn. Too. Period, like as a first name. Lily Michelle, I just knew I can't imagine her having any other name. Like, Lily is a Lily. I can't explain it. It's just crazy. And how I named Tori, it's weird. So I was a teen mom, as you guys can probably guess. And we did this project in, I want to say like 7th or 8th grade, where we kind of imagined what our future would look like and what we'd name our kids. And I always loved the name Tori. I just loved the name Tori. So I wrote it down in my book, and I wanted to name my hypothetical baby after my best friend Jackie. Her middle name is Janelle. So I picked the name Victoria Janelle in this like project at school. And I totally forgot about this project. This is like, a year or so later, and I'm a teen mom and overwhelmed. And one of my friends from 8th grade called me, and she was like, I was thinking, remember that project, how you wrote the name Victoria Janelle and that you were going to call her Tori? And I was like, of course. And I was like, that's it.
Ta-da!
That's it. I almost named her Lorelai and called her Rory, which to this day she will never, ever let me live down. If she hears this, she's going to be like, makes me so angry that I'm not Rory. But
really? She wanted to be Rory.
She always says how she loved the name. Or Aurora, I also loved and was going to call her Rory.
So that's from Gilmore Girls then.
Yeah. Or Aurora is Sleeping Beauty's name, and then Rory would have been for short. So those were the two names that I also thought. But you know what? There's just something that I always loved the name Tori, and the history of it. I was like, no, that's her name.
Steve said something interesting, how as we grow up, we grow into our names too. Mm-hmm. I don't know how that quite works, but like our name and our personality kind of all mesh. I don't think that's true with everybody.
And I love the meaning of names.
Yeah.
Like even if I named my girls and didn't really read their meaning of names, but later in life I read mine and I was like, oh, I love that.
What is your name?
We'll have to look them up and post them or read them. I would like for us to do that. It would be fun.
Mine is just Desire, or to Desire. Yeah.
Let me look it up. Because I remember I had a keychain with it on there, and it said something lover of music.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you know your baby name meaning, please post it.
Yeah. Or like, did you choose your baby name because the meaning or because you like the name?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just curious.
Yes, please give me your suggestions for a baby girl.
She needs
them. And how did you choose, if you have kids, how did you choose your kids' names?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be great. You can follow us at the Gals Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and
now we have a
YouTube channel.
So our YouTube channel is going to be like some funny stuff of us, like just being together and our normal selves.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's just going to be like our normal selves, prepping for a show or going to a show, things like that we do. We thought it'd be fun just to have it.
Great. YouTube's fun, and it'll be very, hopefully entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll post some of if we can ever get the live feed working for the Gals Podcast, we'll get some of those videos up there. Yeah. So something's going on with my GoPro right now, but we'll figure it out.
But we did do 2 partial live videos today. One of them was deleted. And then the other one's half there.
Yeah, so
it's like a little
getting
teaser.
there.
We did that on purpose to create a teaser.
Yes, we totally did. That was Julie's idea. So
it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I think this was a good catch up.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen you in 10,000 years.
I know. I don't love that.
No, I don't either. I feel like a part of me was missing.
To me. I felt like so disconnected from the world. And
I understand that.
I fall into a deep, weird place, like when I've been alone for a long time, or if I'm sick or like in a weird place, I get like my mind plays games with me. I'm like, well, I haven't heard from this person, they're probably upset with me, or I haven't seen these people, they probably have new friends. Like when I say this out loud, as a healthy person right now, I feel like those things sound ridiculous, but when you're by yourself and you're in that low zone, like those things feel legit.
When did you go back to work?
This was my first week.
Oh, wow.
Monday.
I thought you had been in work for a little bit longer than that. Mm-mm. So
down for the count.
Yeah, really. So I was telling you I'm not looking forward to, obviously, the baby, but I am looking forward to the baby. I'm not looking forward to...
That was a confusing statement. Let's just recap. She is looking forward to the baby.
Thank you.
She's not looking forward to the downtime.
Yes, the maternity leave. And the first time I had Tristan...
This is the best.
The pregnancy is playing games on my mind. The first time I had maternity leave with Tristan, I was like, oh, it's going to be like a vacation, 6 to 8 weeks off.
I'm just going to have this baby.
Not.
No.
Let me tell you again, maternity leave is not vacation, husbands.
I've been seeing this a lot. Have you been seeing this a lot?
What?
Where people are posting like postpartum and having an infant and maternity leave